What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. Like I mentioned earlier this week, I'm going to be going over some Sky Striker videos. This is my Numeron Crystal Wing build. So basically, if you guys are new to it, the idea of the deck is you have 9 play starters, or maybe even a little more because of your draw engines, but and I don't even have the Warrior Search card, so I don't even have Ray, but I may end up adding that in there. But in any case, so that's one of them, right? Ray is just by itself. Two is the small Crystal Wing package. It's really like old, or like no one uses it anymore, but it works really well. If you end on a Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon plus like a Widow Anchor of some sort, you're doing pretty good for yourself. And yeah, so the big question, right? Engage is back now to 1 after the ban list. Is it still good? Yeah. No, it's an absolutely insane card. I cannot believe they unbanned it. Asked them, yeah, because they listen straight to me. But when it was on my wish list, I never thought it would actually come true. But this is a really entertaining duel. Some of these are really good, and I try to show you guys a little bit of everything. Everybody who I play has Called by the Grave, by the way. I'm not really sure why. But he's got an Ash in his hand. He had the Called by the Grave, but in reality, like, this is a horrible matchup because zombies, it prevents you from tributing, and that's actually kind of the basis of Link summoning, which is really bad. So I got the Cosmic, which is, okay, I'm going to get rid of one problem. He's going to set the Scythe, and he's going to be able to trigger it with Wonder Magician. Really cool combo, by the way. Don't think I've ever seen that. I really like this guy's zombie deck. Now I can pitch that and go into my Numeron network, activating the effect, boosting the attack. I don't think I'm able to go for lethal here, unfortunately. But that is certainly okay. I'm going to be able to clear his board, and I'm going to go into one of the boss monsters. This is one of them that I actually go into turn 0, if that's one of the 9 that you get. You probably always want to start with Ice Spell or Ray if you can, but a Mega Clops, behind a Widow Anchor, which is kind of like what you might do with turn 0, certainly not the worst thing in the world. And this guy has all the answers in the world. He draws, I think he gets another Zombie World, he gets the Super Poly to his hand. So I'm going to be able to negate that, so it has no negates for the turn, and now I can just go into my Ice Spell combo. I control no monsters. Somehow it always seems to work out for itself. The game goes a little longer than you probably want to, and that's where the Numeron stuff hopefully fits in, but in this duel you can see it didn't turn out that way. But because this is a leveled monster, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon has a big advantage over it. And the fact that it has destruction protection is a real big reason why I actually use the engine. And the thing is, so through the Numeron engine, which is also very small, by the way, so through that, through the Wind Witch engine, and through Sky Strikers, there's still room for like 12 hand traps. So the deck is really versatile, and it feels good for just about any situation, going first or second. It's almost like you prefer to go second, but not really. A lot of it depends on what your hand is. But there's a lot of creative ways to get monsters off your field, because Numeron Network can't have any monsters on there. So I go ahead and tribute this. That way I can use the effect. Although I think he ends up popping my entire field. And what do you know? I now control no monsters once again. I'm able to go through this engine. So I'm kind of able to fool him, right? Like, what is this guy doing? Honestly, I don't even know half of the time. But you know what? It worked out for me here. And I think Bethor can't use its effect again, so no harm, no foul. If he tries to ritual summon, I will obviously end up being able to go through that. Nightmare Cerberus, you're supposed to be able to discard, but it does have to destroy in the main monster zone, not the extra monster zone. Pretty unlucky there. And we'll go on to another match ahead, or a duel, I should say. Same dude. Looks like he had a past turn here, but look at this opening hand. I have 2 hand traps, but he does have the negate. All right. But the thing about Engage that I don't even know if I realize necessarily is it searches it doesn't just search the spells, man. It's lets you search Ray. And how silly is that? I mean, come on. Who are we kidding here? And I draw into another Ash Blossom. I'll be able to search the Widow Anchor, activate Widow Anchor to set the Shizuki. And now I can set both of these, setting myself up for a nice 2 negate, 1 Ash Blossom, 1 effect Veiler. And the next turn, I still have the Mobilize Engage just to start off with, which is really, really nice. And like 3 more duels here. And this is against like Invoked. I think it's like he has a lot of the spellbook stuff. So I think this is more of a spellbook deck. In any case, I mean, I could have gone through the Ray combo, but it's relatively weak going first. I mean, that's always kind of been, that was the problem for it. During those Orcust days when you can when you can do your Orcust combos really simply, like that was when it was great going first. But yeah, so there he goes. He tries to destroy my Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon before realizing that he cannot. And of course, every invoked player, right, opens with invocation. In any case, I can target the Widow Anchor, activate the effect, see if I can draw in anything. Yeah, maybe I should have kept it. So I guess it kind of depends on your philosophy in Yu-Gi-Oh! I tries to go for Alistair the Invoker. Of course, I will negate that again and destroy it, turning back to me, and I will attack directly. All he has is a Spellbook of Knowledge. I'm not sure why he isn't activating it yet, just quite yet. Now I have the Shark Cannon, an Effect Veiler, and Ash, so just my advantage just gets better and better. And after activating this, I can banish his Spellbook of Knowledge. Sitting here in my new garage next to my new Lamborghini. If you guys don't know what that is, you gotta look it up. Okay, another one against this deck, and he does have Secret Village of the Spellcasters, but he did not draw into any of his Spellcaster monsters. I'm able to activate Numeron Network, throw these bad boys out on the field. He goes for Demise of the Land, and I'm thinking, Mystic Mine, Golly Gee Willikers. I mean, I do have Cosmic, so it's not the worst thing in the world, obviously, but yeah, I can go to a Megalith. I figure, does he even run any XYZ monsters? Let's take a look. No, he does not. So, yeah, he doesn't have an out. Unless he does have Super Poly, but this is an Earth. And that's, you hate to see that for sure. I mean, no doubt about that. And this is against Heradic. I don't think I've ever played Heradic on the channel, so I figured this is as good a time as any. And obviously this is a really nice engine because you're able to chain block. If they have infinite impermanence, alright, well that's not so great. And I wish this, it's called Snowbell. It protects you from your opponent's destruction effects. If you could use the effect and target Crystal Wing, and then if you search a card it doesn't get destroyed, that would be the bee's knees. It's like a tribute summoning thing, but it's only like Red Eyes, so I don't really know where he was going to go with that. But there you go. I didn't want to do anything too crazy today. I think you saw a little bit of everything. Although, did I show you this Ghost Trick one? Well, hopefully I didn't show this earlier. I kind of forgot. But I think I used Widow Anchor in this one. Look at this 6... Oh, yes, you're saving the best for last. 6,000 IQ plays. I opened with the Foolish Burial Goods. And I used to think, like, I actually don't really need that in the deck. I run it because now that Engage is back, you think, that's 2 spells in the graveyard. All you need is 1 more, which is pretty easy to fulfill those conditions. But if you're turn 0, why don't you just send something that you want and go into Kagari? Literally nothing is stopping you from doing that. It's what I did here. So that's why I saved this replay. I really want to show it to you. Kind of wish I did it earlier, but whatever. Alright, I can get the multi-roll, and I should have searched multi-roll first and then gone the other way about it. That's another reason I want to show this to you. That is a Sky Striker amateur mistake. He has the Ghost Trick Mansion. I thought I'd banish it, but then he has another one in his hand. Now multi-roll can go off. He can't respond to my Sky Striker spells and traps anymore for the rest of the turn, which is really nice. Man, Engage is ridiculous. It's so funny, dude. You just activate like multiple times per turn. It gets set with, it's like 1 copy is enough. You know what I mean? So let's see what he ends up doing here. I still am going to go destroy his face down once again and pop his monster, leaving him, completely vulnerable. And here's the thing, right? Because I think if cards from your hand, you can only effect. Control no cards exactly, but if I did have Numeron Network in my hand, you could activate it because it's you don't control any monsters, and you can dictate not controlling monsters with multi-rule. That's the one thing I wanted to point out. Not in this case because I do control other cards, although I think I could have used them if I really, really wanted to, but there wasn't an opportunity even to end the game at that point. But anyways, that was a little bit of everything in the deck. Hopefully it was a good overview of what it is, and I will do a deck profile very, very soon, if not tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.